Let's hear it for the starting five for your Sacramento Kings. Standing 7'2", number 7, Kyle, number 7. At the point guard position, 6 feet 1 inches, number 15, number 10, Bob Dandridge. The other Bob, standing 6'8", 0, Bilal Lawley. At forward, 6'9", number 4, Chris Weber. The head coach of your home team. Let's hear it for your Sacramento Kings.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Sharon Jackson is out there with Shaden Sharp. Then it's Miller, and it's Sampson, and at the 5, home in the paint. And for Sacramento, we've got Shepard. Dandridge is out there with Weber. Then it's Koulibaly. While the season just started, GA, we have a few big storylines already.
Yeah, it doesn't take long in this league. The intense media scrutiny, social media, news travels fast.
Now, here is Miller. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Wide open look. Dandridge's shot is good.
And the Greyhound, really one of the original two-way players. Dandridge, quick and fluid right there from mid-range.
Here's Sampson. Stolen by Weber. Dandridge passes to Weber, and Weber throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Sharp. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Down low. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. And it's Shepard missing.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Outside Jackson. Over in the corner, Sampson. Jackson passes to Miller. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Pulls up. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Kings have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Pass to Shepard. Weber against Jackson. Goes back up. And the layup is good.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
To the middle. Here's Sampson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And Weber throws it down.
And Weber, just tremendous size in the paint, easily rising up to take that one home.
Sharp, the pass to Miller. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Sharp, the pass to Sampson. The rebound by Chris Weber. Sacramento leading by 3. Inside. The layup off target. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Jackson. Shoots over Weber. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Here's Dandridge. Weber outside. Here's Koulibaly. Second shot opportunity. Releases. Shepard, that's good.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Pelicans trail by 5. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. Yeah, Sacramento's head coach and I were able to chat briefly. He's focused on Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight, always a big problem for opponents. Coach told me Triple J does the 2 things we all want, hit threes and block shots. He's won a Defensive Player of the Year, so we're talking about one of the toughest guys to game plan for because he's really good at both ends. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Ellie, thank you. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Miller, the bounce pass. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jackson. Had a hand on it. Koulibaly against him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That's on Jaren Jackson.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Kings shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
The Kings with the timeout. Please welcome to the floor,
And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. Number 1, the Kings.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they did a great job of finding the open man and working for great looks. Really just an unselfish group.
Koulibaly drops them both. Pelicans trail by 7. Love the pass to Campbell. Fades away. Walker with the rebound.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Pass to Blunt. From the arc. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to the Nuggets. Three-pointer, Bell. It's hauled in by the Kings. 1:43 left in the first quarter. Blunt. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Pelicans trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Bell. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Sacramento's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Bell against Koulibaly. Pass to Walker. Here's Blunt. He has yet to score. It's good he scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3 to the paint and stolen by McAdoo. Here's Blunt. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. Pass to Blunt. Koulibaly with a screen on Bell. Nails the wide open jump shot. And it's a 9-point Kings lead.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Love. It's Bell on the wing. Can be a screen on Koulibaly. No good from Bell. Here's Collier. Walker at the elbow. Launches a 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Sacramento up by 9. And we'll be back with you right after this. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching for the Kings, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
So for New Orleans right now, we've got Sharp. He's out there with Cooper. And it's Sampson in at the 5. Miller surveying the floor. Free throw line jump shot, and it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Pass to Bolden. Now Weber. Shepard with the ball. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Jackson, he's checked in for Cooper.
First team foul. Substituting on the court.
Pass to Sharp. Miller outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Sinks the triple. Sharp's got 6.
Yeah, the keep it simple method. Good decision to use the bounce pass just to get it there.
Here's Dandridge. Out to the right wing. Pass to Bolden. Sacramento moving it around. Here's Shepard. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Here's Miller to the inside. And here's Jackson. An easy 2 points on the layup. And now just a 4-point Sacramento lead.
And he's no stranger to contact inside. Love watching Jackson bully his way through aggressive defense.
A steal. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in.
He got a 3 to fall in the first, and now his second in this quarter. Not a trend the defense wants to see.
Pass to Dandridge. Here's Collier. Still scoreless. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
That is not a bad decision to pull from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
They set the screen. Down low. Puts it up. Again, the Pelicans score.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Timeout called by the Kings. Kings have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Bolden passes Dandridge. Now Shepard misses and the dry spell continues. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities. Oh, why, thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Bolden passes Dandridge to the wing right side. Clock at 6. Jackson knocks it loose. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Thursday, they'll be playing against Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing LaMelo Ball and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And that game against Portland, that's going to be their 6th contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on.
Now here's Heinrich. Still without a basket. Beyond the arc, and the 3 ball is good. Heinrich's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pelicans. One thing you hear players talking about after they've been in the league for a while, Richard, they say the game slows down. When did that happen for you?
For me, it was probably my 3rd year. The end of my 3rd year, the game started to slow down a little bit for me. I went from 9 points to 15 to 18. The game really slowed down in that 3rd year.
Pass to Koulibaly.
New Orleans foul. Bell. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Blunt. Right side to Walker. 4 on the shot clock.
And teams have nights like this when the shots that usually drop just won't go down. That's when you have to rely on your defense, and that's the only way to stay in the game.
Pass to Bolden. Back to Koulibaly. Here's McAdoo, guarded by Heinrich. To help the run. McAdoo misses.
Boy, You can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
There's a screen. Pass to McAdoo. All alone. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. New Orleans leading by 8. 1:44 left in the first half of the game. Heinrich passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And you can see the strength that Jackson has added to that huge frame. He is turning into a monster.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Pelicans.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Weber, he's checked in for the Kings. Cooper, he's checked in for the Pelicans. A free throw off from Jackson. We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle. I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
And here are the Pelicans now. After the miss from Chris Weber. New Orleans moving it around. Bell, that's a two-pointer. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. The Kings trail by 10. Here's Bolden. Hasn't made one yet. Can they get it? Sacramento again missing. Let's go, Heinrich. 35 seconds left to play here in the half. And they pick up 2. Jackson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pelicans.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Here's Blunt. Koulibaly with a screen on Heinrich. Connects from three-point range. Blunt's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Kings. Heinrich passes to Jackson. No good on the last second attempt this time. And so we conclude the first half. Pelicans lead by 9. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. You guys came out aggressive in the first half. What stood out to you?
You know, we're getting to the paint, making plays. They're a great team as far as rotation, so we just got to make the right passes.
It all starts with attacking the basket. Thanks, Doc.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
You know, for New Orleans, starting the season with a loss, you know they're ready to fight tonight. Don't want to start out 0-2.
I think the most important thing is they show improvement. Your record at this point in the season won't tell the whole story.
Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the New Orleans Pelicans.
They're moving well on offense, great teamwork. Maybe not as strong as our teamwork, but whose is?
How about your old Lakers team?
What I remember seeing, they pass the ball into Shaq Ernie, and it never comes back out.
That's why they call me the Shaq Hole.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Shaedon Sharpe really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
The Kings trail by 9. Dandridge is out there with Weber. Then there's Shepard. Then it's Koulibaly. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. They set the pick. Fires from deep. And it's Shepard missing. And so Miller will bring it up for the Pelicans. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The more time Jackson spins at the rim, the better. His length is a deciding factor in this game.
Pass to Weber. Here's Dandridge. Back to Weber. Now Shepard. 5 to shoot. From past the arc. Sampson pulls it in. Sampson's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Now, here's Sharp. 9 points in the game so far. Shot on the wing. Sacramento grabs the miss. Here's Shepard. Pass to Dandridge. Now, Koulibaly. Out to the wing. Here's Weber. The shot is good off the backboard. Weber's got 6.
And that mid-range J of Weber, fantastic at scoring from that area of the floor.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. Number 1, the Kings.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
There's the screen. Outside Jackson. Over in the corner, Sampson. Back to Jackson. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. There's Miller with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Miller's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Weber, and stolen by Miller. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Kevin. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about tweaking the game. He said analytics take sports in a certain direction because it's a coach and GM's job to win, and they'll do everything they can to do so under the existing rules. It's on us to adjust because we're also looking at the aesthetic appeal of the game. Guys, back to you.
Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Here's Koulibaly. Here's Weber, and the jumper falls for him. Weber's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Now, here is Miller. Out to the right wing. Back to Jackson. Pass to Miller. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Walker's checked in for Sacramento. Collier comes in for Weber. And a change for the Pelicans. Love's check in for Jackson. The Kings trail by 10. Here's Collier to the right side. Pass to Koulibaly. Offline with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And here's Miller. Sharp on the wing. Standards defending.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Timeout called by the Kings. And let's not forget, RJ, you were second in the Rookie of the Year voting. I haven't forgotten it. But when you go back to that time, what was the key in your adjustment process?
Well, one thing that really helped me out is I played 3 years of high-level college basketball. Most rookies don't get that experience, and it makes it a little bit harder for them to transition to the pro game.
Canby. He's checked in for the Pelicans. Cooper comes in for Miller. With this break, we have a chance to break down where the assist has been coming from tonight between the front and back court for the Pelicans.
And their guards are taking on the majority of the passing and assisting for the team. Just as you might expect, the bigs doing their part by getting to good spots inside and making themselves available.
Here's Blunt. 7 points in the game. Spins. Pass to Collier. 5 on the clock. Here's McAdoo. Bank shot. No good. Pelicans leading by 12. Love the pass to Sharp. Intercepted. Here's Bolden. He's guarded by Cooper. Pass to McAdoo. Here's Blunt. 6 on the shot clock. Sacramento again missing. New Orleans has gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Here's Sharp. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Here's Bolden. Nothing on the board. Pass to McAdoo. Over Canby. And that one comes up a bit short. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. To the middle. And slam dunk by Canby.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for
For
it.
3, Bolden can't get it to go. New Orleans leading by 16. High post Canby. It's hauled in by the Kings. 1:27 left in the third. Here's Blunt. 7 points in the game. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Free throw good, Cooper. The Kings trail by 19. On the wing, Walker. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Blunt can't get it to go.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Pass to Sampson. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop. Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ballgame.
Bucket is good, and it's 13 points for Shaedon Sharp.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
And so it's New Orleans. sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll return shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. They've got Miller. Jackson is out there with Sharp. And it's Sampson in at the 5. Jackson finds Miller. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sharp. Nailed from three-point land.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
The Kings shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. Here's Weber. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Sampson, and that one is stuffed right through.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Pass to Weber. Now Shepard. From outside the arc, they get the rebound. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And as the NBA gets more involved in global basketball, you and I were just talking about this, Commissioner Silver wondering about shortening games to 40 minutes. What are your thoughts?
Well, in the game of 2K, I think the sweet spot is about a 5-minute quarter. But in real life, if you change 48 minutes, there will be a revolt.
Sampson's shot, good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And stolen by Sharp. There's Miller with the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also, they made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
And not one to back down from a challenge. Weber takes it right to the defense there and gets the finish.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
And how unique is Weber? A smooth shooting big man with some sick handles.
Yep, that one goes in there.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Right wing. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Sharp's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And it's done in the corner. Pass to Shepard. Pachulia sets a screen for Shepard. He can't get that one. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. There's a good screen. Here's Sharp. Sacramento grabs the miss. Here's Bolden. Over to the wing. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
The offensive rebound. Can be no luck.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
And Weber throws it down.
How about Weber? They're rising up for the alley-oop. Great at recognizing there. He's got the room to hammer that one home.
Sharp on the wing. Right wing. Him. And he gets the bucket.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And Weber throws it down.
And Weber, always a guy that can score the basketball. And once he gets going, it is tough to slow him down.
Here's Bolden. He's guarded by Love. Bolden, good.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Pass to Love. Heinrich, right side. Over Shepard. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
John misses.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Pass to Heinrich. Three-pointer. Bolden pulls it in. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pelicans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And New Orleans also making a change. Cooper's checked in. Heinrich from outside, and slam dunk by Gamby.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Puts up a three. Blunt can't get it to go.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Collier, they get it again. Pass to Blunt. Out left to the wing. Bolden passes to Blunt. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cookies to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shaedon Sharpe.
7'0" number 53, Chris Kaman. At shooting guard, standing 6'8", number 12, At power forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 42, Jalen Derrick. The other forward position, standing 6'5", number 23, and guard, 6'6", number 2,
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Shepard is out there with Bilal Coulibaly. And it's Dandridge in at the 3, the small forward. And for Oklahoma City, they've got Duren. He's out there with Williams. And it's Kaman in at the center position. Coach, there's no better feeling than getting a new season underway.
That's so true. We've been waiting for a while, haven't we, B.A.? There's a lot of excitement surrounding this season. Glad it's finally here, and I'm... glad we get to be on the call.
Here's Shepard. Really had troubles in the loss to New Orleans. Couldn't find his rhythm.
Kick it out.
Back to Coulibaly. Just 5 to shoot. They set the screen. Off target with the 3. SGA with it. Uses the glass on the layup.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Coulibaly with a screen on SGA. Throws it up high. It's stolen by SGA. Williams passes to SGA. That one goes in.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Here's Shepard. Out to the wing. The shot's good. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Shepard. And it's SGA missing. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Now, here's Williams. Pass to Duren. And there's a 3-second violation. And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. 4th, the Thunder.
Now, we all know they didn't allow any easy buckets last season. I mean, their defense was tremendous, and the rim protection was just outstanding.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play to the left side wing. Here's Weber. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Sacramento shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. The first one falls. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
so he's able to get one of two. Thunder with a lead. Here's Williams. Inside. Here's SGA. The kick out to Williams. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Pass to Koulibaly. Oh, there's the alley. Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. To the inside. Here's SGA. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Curran with a steal. To the middle. Here's Williams. It's tipped. Here's Weber. 15 in his last outing. Pass to Shepard. Takes a three. Buries it from three.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The Thunder have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. From downtown. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Here's Shepard. Pass to Weber. Curran with a steal. Here's Williams. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Here's Shepard. And here's Koulibaly. Down low. Here's Weber. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Weber's got 5 now.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Here comes your Thunder Girl.
Change here for Oklahoma City. Kings on D. Here's Knight. 13 feet out. The rebound by McAdoo.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look. Just couldn't finish.
Outside Walker. Pass to Blunt. Sacramento passing it around. For 3. Collier gets the 3 to fall.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
To the paint. Here's Barkley. Can't hit that one. Oh, nice D from Walker. And it's a Kings ball. They're on a 13-4 run. To the left wing. Here's McAdoo. And Sacramento again with the bucket.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Minute 32 left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up, high post. Knight can't hit. Sacramento leading by 7. Bolden, the pass to Blunt. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
54 seconds left to play in the first. For 3, Collier. The shot won't fall. Here's Houston. Walker covering. Pass to Minot. Here's Knight. No points yet. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Houston, no good. Sacramento has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's Blunt. Here's Bolden. Here's McAdoo. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. McAdoo's got his second basket.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
And so it's Sacramento. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter, and it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you think about the Kings here, guys?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. Bilal Coulibaly out there with Shepard. Then there's Collier, and it's Dandridge in at the 3 spot. Here's Barkley. On the wing, SGA. Pass to Barkley. The 3. Rebound by the Kings. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Oklahoma City squad.
They took the season series against this opponent last year. High-profile games are the best.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Guys?
A great organization. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. And foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. To the wing, right side. And here's Shepard for 3. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Thunder trail by 11. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Fires the 3. And here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Well, positioning and size win Duren the offensive rebound, which he then cashes in on.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Shepard. To the middle. 5 on the clock. Good. And the Kings lead by 11.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Pass to Kaman. The 3 ball. That shot is off. The Kings lead by 11. Here's Shepard. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's Weber. The bank shot, no good. And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That'll be a second foul of the game.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
And Sacramento making a change here. And Sacramento has possession. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle big time.
Yeah, look, it's really hard to win a game being one-dimensional. It can be done, but it doesn't happen very often.
Houston, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
4 on the clock. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. And another miss by Sacramento. Thunder trail by 11. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Down low. Here's Coulibaly, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for. Well, this has been a frustrating night for him, still without any points.
Pass to McAdoo. There's the block.
Well, Duran making his physical presence known.
They still need this. And there's the play by Gilgeous-Alexander inside. Gilgeous-Alexander's got a
terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game. A check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year. Oklahoma City, #1.
It was a joy to watch these guys play. Constant ball movement and player movement. Defenses were worn out by the end of games.
Here's Blunt, still without a bucket. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Sacramento leading by 13. A minute 53 left in the half. McAdoo. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
That was prime time stuff right there. And with this break, we have a chance to break down where the assists have been coming tonight between the front court and back court for Sacramento.
And their guards have played their roles so well, noticing gaps in the defense and splitting them with pinpoint passing and figuring out ways to get their teammates going.
He's off on the first. Collier, he's checked in for Sacramento. He's off on the second. Sacramento leading by 15. And there's the screen to the inside. And that one's good. McAdoo. McAdoo's got 8 points.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
1:14 left in the first half. Houston passes to Knight. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches it, and it's Barkley missing.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Blunt. Off target from outside. Oklahoma City shooting a very low 27% so far in this one. Houston passes to Knight. Here's Minot. Here's Houston. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Fires from deep. Minot can't get it to go. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. 11 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to McAdoo. To the wing on the left. Golden. Off target from three-point range. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Kings on top, leading by 17. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
A look here now at Sacramento. They lost the first game, but that's in the rear view. Time to man up.
Well, nobody has all the answers early on. Just fix the mistakes you can and keep getting better, please.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Kings.
A key part of this one, their bench production. Those guys can heat it up in a hurry. Give the starters a little rest. Can't ask for more than that.
Wash, rinse, repeat. You guys wouldn't understand that because it involves shampooing. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And SGA has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. 17-point game. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Jalen Williams is out there with Duren. And it's Kaman in at the 5. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City.
First Weber. First personal foul. First team foul.
And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it.
Sacramento.
And Sacramento has possession. A 17-point lead, their biggest. There's a screen. Pass to Coulibaly. Here's Weber, covered by Duren. Weber, no good. And the Thunder shooting only 26% for this game. Not good. Now here's Duren. Ooh, it's stolen away.
What? Wait. Hey. Dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options. Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Oh, my goodness!
Oh, my.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. BA, back to you.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. It's stolen by SGA. This one for three. And he can't get that one. The Kings lead by 19. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Here's Weber, rebounded by Kaman. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. SGA passes to Kaman, and he starts out with a miss in this one.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just 1 of their first 4 attempts.
Pass to Shepard. Here's Weber, 7 points in the game. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Here comes your Storm Chasers, everybody. Get loud and show them some love. Get loud and let's hear it. Green t-shirts for the loudest section. Make some noise.
Here were the players that led the way in terms of overall scoring. Second is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Thunder trail by 21. Stolen by Coulibaly. Inside. And he jams it home with authority.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Pass to Duren. They set the pick.
Kings foul. Shepard. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. And it's good. 2 points.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Pass to Shepard. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant 1. Unnecessary contact.
He might be lucky just to get a flagrant 1 there. Lots of contact on that play, and the officials could have gone with a more severe call.
Well, he better be on his best behavior from this point forward. 1 more flagrant of any kind, and he's out of this game. That free throw, no good. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA. Is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
There's the 3. Rebounded by Kaman. Kaman's got 4 rebounds now. Barkley. And there's the rejection. Pass to Collier. The Thunder with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Kaman. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And Shai's playmaking is really exceptional. Highlighted there with the perfect pass.
Down low. And rejected. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Barkley. Pass to SGA. There's the triple. Drills it from deep. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
And he makes the first. Walker, he's checked in for the Kings. Bolden comes in for Shepherd. Sully makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder, trailing by 17. Pass to Barkley from behind the arc. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. The Kings have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Here's Blunt. SGA covering. Right wing. Lets it go from deep. Sinks it from distance. 10 points for him.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
SGA explodes to the rim.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one. The Kings making a switch here. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Thunder trail by 13. Gilgeous-Alexander showing off his skills inside.
They're really working the paint now.
Pass to Bolden. And here's Walker. Here's Bolden. 6 on the shot clock. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Here's Houston. Back to SGA. Here's the 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. That'll be just the second road game of 5 in a row. And Bolden gets it to go.
Well, they gave him the mid-range. Smart idea to take that one.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Oklahoma City shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. The free throw off from SGA. Here's Blunt. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Sacramento. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at the Kings, we've got Bilal Coulibaly, also Shepard out there, and it's Weber in at the 4. Basket counts, and the Kings lead by 13.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Gilgeous-Alexander, yep, that one goes. SGA's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter, someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Pass to McAdoo. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Duran's got 6 rebounds now in the game. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Now here's Coulibaly. There's the screen. Here's McAdoo over Duran. The shot by McAdoo, no good. Robbed. And here we go, Sacramento on the fast break. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Duran.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Sacramento, Bob McAdoo. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Pass to Duran. Here's Kaman. It's stolen. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Duran in the high post. Oh, he picked him clean. And here comes the break. Here's Weber. Blocked. And that'll be Sacramento's ball as it goes out of bounds. Kings able to keep possession here.
In for the Kings, number 7. Foul, number 7.
Pass to Coulibaly. Here's Shepard. Takes the 3. That shot missing. Thunder trail by 13. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Here's Kaman. Coulibaly defending. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Weber. With the floater. And he takes it up and lays it in. Weber's got 4 points in the quarter.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is alive, given the situation right now. the sideline. Let's catch up with Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Dadnault was just reviewing the plan with his team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
And Allie, thank you for that. Thunder trail by 15. Outside, SGA. Here's SGA. 20 feet out. Yep, that one goes. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. They set a pick. Koulibaly on the wing. Pass to Weber. Shot clock at 6. Tipped. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Oh, a rim wrecker by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's creativity. Gilgeous-Alexander continues to amaze.
Here's Shepard. Here's Weber. It's blocked. And so the ball out of bounds. Duran touched it last. Just a superb read on defense to come up with a block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Here's Koulibaly. 4 on the clock. Launches a 3.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Stolen. Out on his own on the break. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Pass to Kaman. Clock at 6. Fades away. Oh, it misses.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Got a piece of it. Here's Weber, covered by Duran. Off on the layup. Thunder trail by 13. Up top, SGA. On the wing, Williams. The 3 is in.
A 6'6" playmaker. SGA has a great view of the floor.
Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Koulibaly fires. Oh, he comes right back with a 3 of his own.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, missed on the tray. The Kings lead by 13. Here's Weber. 1:35 left in the fourth. Cleared away by Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Here's a floater.
Number 5, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
The Kings call timeout.
Timeout. Koulibaly. 2 shots. Sacramento calls timeout.
shots. That's on the first.
First free throw is good. And for the better part of a decade now, the league allowing players to wear any sneaker color. It's catching on, Stan. What color are those you're wearing? Is that lime green?
Well, Brian, you know I've always been known for my fashion sense. I'm something of an icon, and when I come on camera, people are watching because they want to know what the next fashion trend is. So yes, tonight these are lime green. Tomorrow, we'll just have to see.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. 15-point game.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Kings.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
A jaw-dropping jam by SGA.
They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Oh. 18 feet out. SGA pulls it down.
Kings foul. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your thunder, number 12, taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both shots. Here's Blunt. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, and thanks for joining us on this fine Thursday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. Now, Golden State's starting five. Halliburton is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Holmgren. Then it's Bruce Ellis. And for the Lions, we've got Howell. Johnson is out there with Tracy McGrady. Then it's Robinson. And it's Havlicek in at the small forward. So, Clark, when you look at it, what's the focus for these teams so early on in the campaign?
You know, I think really at this point, it's about seeing what you've got, finding out what you have, building chemistry. I think this is where you kind of start to discover the strengths and weaknesses of your team.
McGrady, no good from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Booker's shot is good.
And that's lethal. I love how Booker's eyes light up when he gets a mid-range opportunity.
Robinson a screen on Halliburton. Outside for Robinson. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
McGrady against Booker. And that one's good. McGrady.
Yeah, McGrady inside is confident, using his outstanding length to get the shot he wants and to get it off.
McGrady against Halliburton. Now here's Booker. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Just 3 to shoot over Johnson. No good from Booker.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can still afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Robinson. Plays it up and banks it in. Robinson's got his second basket.
The defense trying to pull out every single stop it can against Robinson inside, but his size and strength, too much for him.
Now here's Booker. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Bangs home the trifecta.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
And it's Havlicek missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
Skillful make inside by Booker, able to find his spot for the finish.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, Wes Unseld Jr. had a few moments to share with me. He said they have their work cut out with Devin Booker, who can score in many different ways. Coach told me people talk about his deep shooting range, but his middle is just as lethal. And if you crowd him, he can take it to the rim. And he has the size to do damage there. Guys, back over to you.
Thank you, Allie.
And you can see how quick Booker is to react. No hesitation on that jump shot.
And timeout called by Wes Unseld Jr. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line. Second, the Warriors.
Free throw shooting for this team has become a real priority. They've put in the work, and they make the most of their opportunities at the stripe.
Booker against Johnson. Six to shoot. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
And they also showed up in terms of that three-point percentage. Top 5 in our league. That is a huge positive for this group.
Not too many people recall their free throw shooting last season, but it really was outstanding. D8, when they got chances at the line, they made the most of them. Warriors leading by 4. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now, here is McGrady. Will it go? He lays it in.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Warriors have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Booker, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Johnson with the bounce pass. McGrady, a three-pointer, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Booker with the screen for Halliburton. Booker against Johnson. Booker the pass to Halliburton. Fires the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
You know, with barely any time left, Halliburton at that point just has to trust his instincts.
McGrady against Halliburton. Here's Havlicek. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Warriors leading by 7. Booker outside. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. 1:57 left here in the first quarter. Got a piece of it. Halliburton with the steal. Floats it up for Holmgren. McGrady passes to Howell. And that one is hammered home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And it's a completely new group for Cincinnati. Some changes for Golden State. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Pass to Bullard. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Wells. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Here's Ware. Henderson left side. Starks with the rebound.
Defense practically daring him to take that shot in. It worked out for him.
Back to Wells. Pass to Cooper. Clock at 6. Cincinnati needs to get off a shot. Atkins misses. Last downing for Golden State. It was a loss to the Bulls. Henderson outside. Shoots from the elbow. And so It's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
So far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
They've got Jalen Wells. Russell is out there with Starks. Then there's Cooper. And it's Atkins in at the 1. And he's good on the first of 3. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
And he nails the 3rd. Cincinnati trails by 8. So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. We've got Henderson. Khalil Ware is out there at Bullard. Then there's Moody. And it's Banks. And at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Henderson. John Havlicek unable to get his shot to go. Bullard the pass to Banks. For 3, Henderson. It's rebounded by Cincinnati.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the 2-game season series from last year.
And, you know, they might not be in the same conference, but as with any top team, they want to show they can compete with the best teams out of conference, too.
4 on the clock. Havlicek outside. Off target from 3-point range.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Now here's Henderson. He's tightly guarded. Here's Bullard. The shot from the low post is good. Bullard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Atkins. No scoring in this one. Shoots. Cincinnati again missing. Warriors leading by 10. Banks kicks to Henderson. Bullard the pass to Ware. Here's Banks. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
To stop the drought. And Havlicek with a nice basket inside. Havlicek's got his first basket.
Just a relentless machine. Never seems to fatigue. Havlicek, once he gets loose inside, it's tough to keep him from hurting him.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. The 4th spot held by Tyrese Halliburton.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Holmgren can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here is Robinson. And the dunk by Havlicek.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's Booker. After the basket by Cincinnati, Holmgren gets the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now, here's Holmgren. He's got 6. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Booker, and a towel with the rebound. Cincinnati trails by 12. That's a nice passing here by Cincinnati. Robinson a screen on Halliburton. Here's McGrady. Here's Robinson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Number 15.
And surgical around the hoop. Robinson forces your hand as the defender.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
The first one falls.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
Robinson hits them both. And for the NBA, anytime there's a blip in the ratings, Clark, you've got those who will begin to criticize the state of the game. Do you find any credence there?
I think in many cases it's a bit of an overreach, an attempt to try to define something simply that's more complex, to have a simple answer for a complex situation. I do think the league is very much on the right track in continuing to listen to criticisms and then evaluate them on their merit.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in, it was really important time, and it was good for me." Kevin, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Warriors leading by 12. Booker dishes to Holmgren. Booker looking around. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. So for Cincinnati, Starks checked in for Robinson. Russell comes in for Howell, and it's Cooper in for Havlicek. Golden State's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Booker with no one around. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists in the game. Tyrese Halliburton really is just a tremendous passer, Clark. He loves setting guys up.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, that's where he's at his most effective and happiest as a player, it seems. He takes great pride and joy in distributing the ball and running the show for his team. And some might even criticize him for being too selfish at times for the ability he has to score the ball himself.
And now we get a chance to check out Tyrese Halliburton. Great showing for him last season. And he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace, he was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come. And Russell gets it to go.
He just showed us why they need to respect his shot.
Booker outside. Good D by Johnson.
He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
Here's McGrady. No good on the shot. Warriors leading by 12. Halliburton right side. Here's Buzelis. He's guarded by Cooper and taken away by Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Now here's Booker. 12 points for him. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And Cincinnati making a change here. Wells has checked in, so it's the Warriors now after the basket by the Lions. Moody finds Holmgren. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Holmgren's got 5 points in the quarter.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
McGrady against Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Now McGrady. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. We come back right after this.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for Golden State.
I've got to admit, even when these guys are covered, they make the shots.
Yeah, you like to say close out on the shooters, make them earn their points aside. But even if that were tried, I don't think it would play out that way.
Okay, guys, now let's see what the fans are buzzing about over on social media. Hey, they love us on social media. For instance, this comment from Quello Halfcourt. Why don't all of you dress like Shaq?
Hey, Shaq, let me see your phone for a second.
Nope, can't do it. Everyone knows there's top G14 classification on here.
Shaq, we know that Quello is your burner account. No one out there is asking us to dress like you. Stop it.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Johnson is out there with Tracy McGrady. Then there's Havlicek. Then it's Robinson. And it's Howell in at the 4 spot. And that's the group starting the second half for Wes Unseld Jr.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Here's Howell. Back to Johnson. Havlicek outside. Here's McGrady. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Now, here's Halliburton. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
Here's Howell. Outside Robinson. Great touch on the 16-footer. Robinson's got 8.
You know, I think the defense has to recognize that Robinson is a pretty good mid-range shooter, and he's happy to let them know that he is right there.
Now here's Booker. Good work defensively by Johnson. Pass to McGrady. Over Halliburton. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from McGrady.
He's got all the shots. McGrady makes the mid-range look easy.
And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Just 1 for 4 thus far. They have not found their rhythm this half.
Johnson outside. Pass to Robinson. Warriors with the rebound. Holmgren's got 8 rebounds in this game. Booker outside. Tries again, and Holmgren lays it in. 13 points in the game.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
And timeout called by Wes Unseld Jr. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. 5th, Chet Holmgren.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
And the Lions with possession here. 11-point game. Back to Johnson. And it's off from 3-point range. Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for Golden State. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Outside Banks. Holmgren the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the 13-footer. Banks has got 5 points so far.
Good job there, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Inside, Holmgren with the steal. Down low, stolen by Havlicek. McGrady outside. Pass to Johnson. Cincinnati again missing. Warriors leading by 10. Banks passes to Halliburton. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Johnson. Banks against Havlicek. Pass to Robinson. Over Bullard. Cincinnati again missing. The Warriors have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's Banks. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. Wells, he's checked in for Cincinnati. Hooper comes in for Johnson. Then for the Warriors, Khalil Ware's checked in for Holmgren. And it's Moses Moody in for Halliburton. Here's Banks. He has 5. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Wells. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Pass to Cooper. Here's Howell. Missed inside. Henderson outside. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
A shot by McGrady, no good.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's Bullard. He's got 7.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Henderson.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. The layup missed.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Robinson sets a screen for McGrady. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. To the inside. Bullard the pass to Henderson. Now here's Wells. Guarded closely. 1:16 left here in the third quarter. There's the double team with Henderson to end the cold streak, and Ware pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside Banks. Ware kicks to Banks. Golden State moving it around. And the Warriors miss again. Cincinnati trails by 12. Here's McGrady. And Moody pulls it down.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Pass to Banks. A 3 ball. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Robinson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And so it's the Golden State Warriors up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Things have been clicking offensively, defensively, you name it. And they are riding this wave of momentum. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Chet Holmgren out there with Bruce Ellis. Then it's Halliburton. Then there's Devin Booker. Cuts off the pass. Here's Havlicek. Here's Howell. And they get it back. Johnson. And no good. Warriors leading by 12. Pass to Holmgren. Booker outside. From downtown, it's rebounded by Cincinnati.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Booker finds Holmgren. Back to Booker. Strong finish inside from Booker.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker, and now he's used to that. He just plays through the contact.
Robinson on the wing. Cincinnati again missing. And for the Warriors, they're shooting 43% from the floor. Over to the left wing. Holmgren outside. Booker the pass to Holmgren. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen. They push it up 4 on 3. Johnson for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Halliburton passes to Booker. Back to Halliburton. Holmgren with a screen on Johnson. 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And there's Holmgren. That's good on the assist by Halliburton.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that could carry on well throughout the year.
And timeout called by Wes Unseld Jr. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. McGrady's checked in for Cooper. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Wes Unseld Jr. was discussing with his players. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Now here's Johnson. Havlicek outside. Booker against Johnson. Shot clock at 6. For Booker. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Now here's Booker. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Free throw, good, Booker.
Anytime Devin Booker is sent to the line, it's a win for his offense. He's pretty much automatic, and it's been that way since he entered the league.
Now here's Johnson. They get it back, and Robinson throws it down.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now, here is Havlicek. McGrady outside. Over Halliburton, and that one's good. McGrady.
Operating in that mid-range area that time. No real shot contest.
Booker outside. Puts it up from 12. Robinson there for the rebound.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Not gonna go.
He's hit a rough patch for sure this period. They need more from him.
Outside Booker. Down it goes for three.
In textbook mechanics, make it look like it's going in every time. Booker, unreal.
And timeout called by Wes Unseld Jr. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Present our player of the game, Chet Holmgren.
You know, honestly, I'm a bit in shock. I mean, he couldn't miss. Just look at this stat line. You got to really see it to believe it. Complete confidence and all-out effort from him. And, you know, he made sure this was his night in spades.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Cincinnati trails by 17. Now Johnson. Robinson sets a screen for Johnson. From 10 feet away, Booker there for the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Can't get it to go.
Surprising to see that he had so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised too.
That does not go. Warriors leading by 17. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Holmgren with a screen on McGrady. Here's Holmgren, just 4 to shoot. Shots good by Booker.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Chet Holmgren.
Boy, you can't say enough about his effort on the boards. He helped them in the battle of possessions all game long.
Now, here is Havlicek. Following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. Yep, that goes down. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Warriors. Outside Booker. From deep. And another three for Golden State.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Back to McGrady. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Chet Holmgren.
believe that NBA games are back. Preseason codification is over.
BA, you're spot on. No more guessing, no more wondering. The game's count now. A lot of optimism could be about to vanish in these first handful of games. Gotta check it out.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, Edwards out there with Edgecombe. Then there's Apia, and it's Vaughn in at the 4 spot. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. Here's Avdia. Pass to Edgecombe. Right side Edwards. Six to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot. Vaughn off the mark there with a 3. Here's Cleveland, and let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey there, I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense. And he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Edwards. To the middle. Stolen by Sarr. In transition, here comes Cleveland. Take it away! To the inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
Wow, that bucket comes off such a good feed by Denny Avdia. Genuinely selfless with the basketball.
Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Now here's Edwards. Clock at 6. Sarr pulls it in.
Boy, they're slow to get it going here tonight. Just 1 for 4 to start.
Pass to McHale. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
DJ Edgecombe.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Team foul. At the line for Cleveland, Kevin McHale.
What's up?
Shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here's Vaughn. And a miss there on the triple.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
And it looks like we've got an injury on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And I'll tell you, that's the very last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
Coming onto the floor for your Cavaliers, number 24, Danny Manning.
Let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. In the 3rd spot, the Timberwolves.
Up next, the Timberwolves taking on the Cavaliers with teams fighting. Tuning rotations in these early stages of the season, Richard, some players can be, I think, unsure about their role.
Hey, but that's part of the job. You just have to stay ready. Whenever your team calls your number, you have to go in and do the job that they ask.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Bonner is out there with Vaughn. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Edgecombe. And it's Avdia in at the 3 slot. Edgecombe, no good. And here are the Cavaliers. Bailey passes to Christopher. Pass to Song. Stolen by Avdia. And now the Timberwolves on the break. That's tipped. Bailey passes to Christopher. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey there, I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation, and Coach kind of chuckled and said, well, I don't know if anyone on the planet can slow this kid down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. He's not there already. Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Edwards, that's good.
And they can breathe a little easier on their 4th shot. They finally hit the target.
McHale with a screen on Edwards. It's stolen by Edwards. And Edwards with a clear pass to the basket.
What a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence. It's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Vaughn can't get it to go.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
McHale with a screen on Avdia. To the middle. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Pass to Vaughn. Left side, Edwards. Here's Vaughn. Launches it. And Sarr pulls it down. Here's Bailey. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Avdia, the pass to Bonner. And it's blocked. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. There's the pick. Here's Edgecombe. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Pass to Christopher. Pass to Sarr. Takes it off the glass. Sarr's got his second bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Let's start moving with your mascot. Let's dance.
Johnny Divac checked in for the Timberwolves. Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. Anthony Edwards on top. In the third spot, Trey Johnson.
And what an option either of those two guys give you. They're both excellent safety valves when an offense is struggling.
Cleveland on defense. Here's Vaughn. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Johnson outside. Pass to Christopher. Six to shoot. Johnson in the corner. It's over Avdia. Johnson can't hit.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Here's Edgecombe. And here's Edwards from the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Pass to Christopher. A three. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside, Avdia. They set the pick. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
I mean, they went into that one with the thought that they may have a chance. No.
You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NBA, so you're surprised whenever you see a lopsided score.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Let's give it up for your Cavs powerhouse dance team.
New group for Cleveland. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Ridnour's checked in. Looking to end the run. Here's Edgecombe. He's defended by Pajemski. Clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Launches from deep. Dampier pulls it in.
And on the glass so far, it hasn't even been close.
Pajemski's shot is good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
1:37 left in the first quarter of the game. Ridnour kicks to Divac. 6 to shoot. Another shot. There's Vaughn. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Cleveland.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Dampier pulls it in. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Walker drops in the layup for two.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Divac. Back to Edwards. Buries it down low. Edwards got 6 points.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Here's Manning. Outside Garland. No good on that one.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to buy it up.
And so it's Cleveland, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We've got more in store for you right after. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen, Cavaliers pretty much in control here, it would appear.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
They've got Dampier. Bailey out there with Johnson. Then there's McHale, and it's Christopher in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Avdia dishes to Bonner. From the line, Edwards, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
And it's Johnson with the jam.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Pass to Edwards. Over Bailey. Edwards with another miss. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Bailey passes to Johnson. Offensive rebound. And he goes in for the dunk.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Vaughn kicks to Edwards. Outside, Avdia. The 3. And shot on the way. Edwards with another miss.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Alexander Saw, he's checked in for Dampier. And you think of the great shot creators, Richard, how underrated is footwork to what they do?
Oh, it's very underrated. It's not just big men. You look at guys like Jalen Brunson, Kyrie Irving, even going back to Kobe Bryant. Great footwork will always enable you to get off your shot.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 9. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Zor, Minnesota with the rebound. Bonner's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Avdia kicks to Vaughn. Pass to Edwards. Ridnour, a screen on McKay. Edwards, no good.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They missed his production.
And Zor throws it down.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop break. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. For 3, Edwards. Good on the triple. Edwards got 12 points in the game.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
Johnson, the pass to Christopher. Outside, McHale. Johnson outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And the wide open shot from Avdia. The Cavaliers pull it in. Bailey's got 7 rebounds in the game. McHale with a screen on Ridnour. Bailey with a wide open look. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 7th assist in the game. Timberwolves trail by 18. Pass to Vaughn. Back to Edwards. Ridnour dishes to Avdia. The Timberwolves working the ball around him. Here's Edwards. Cavaliers with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Christopher. Plays it up off the glass. He's got 16.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
To the wing on the left. Right side, Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
To the left wing. Johnson against Ridnour. Kevin McHale pulls it in. Cleveland leading by 20. Bailey passes to Johnson. Zor sets the screen for Johnson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Denny Avdia picks one up. And the big fella Alex Zor showing promise. Craig especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And